What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rome. It's back again with another video. Welcome to He Smells Like Rome. Man, I am so excited about this fragrance. I can tell you right now, this has probably been my most anticipated fragrance review in probably the last 6 months. I haven't been this excited to review a fragrance like this in a really long time, because, and I'm saying this now, I might say it in the end of this video, but I think we just created a new category of a fragrance type. You guys let me know through this review. With that said, welcome to He Smells Like Rome. For those who just joined me for the first time, I'm Rome Legates, and on this channel we try to talk about niche fragrances, luxury fragrances, hard to find fragrances, fragrances that aren't talked about a lot. And I'm not gonna hype nothing up for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys some fragrances that's gonna cause conversation, and you're gonna smell the best in whatever scenario you at or you go to. And I'm definitely gonna have you guys causing conversation. If that's the type of content you're looking for, please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the video at the end, please like, comment, and share the video with your friends. That's gonna help my channel out, and it's totally free. You know how this thing works. You help me out, I help you out by giving you some fantastic fragrances. All right? With that said, if y'all ready for another epic fragrance review, sit back, relax, get your popcorn. It's about to go down. All right, like I said, guys, we are talking about one of the most anticipated, one of the most exclusive fragrances you can get in the market right now. I'll give you a little backstory real quick. This particular fragrance here, you guys saw the title. I have to act like you don't know what I'm talking about. The fragrance I'm talking about right here is Xenial from Navitus Perfume, in collaboration with Xenial. Xenial was last year, and this beautiful fragrance was created in collaboration with Steven Redolessence and also Max Forte. But we'll get into that. There was only 500 bottles made of this. Now, you guys probably saw my interview with Steven when he gave you a kind of overview of the fragrance and, you know, an introduction of the fragrance. But I want to give you my interpretation or just my thoughts on this gorgeous fragrance. While I'm talking about the fragrance, let me show you this presentation. I know it was a nice B-roll of the presentation already, but let's give you guys a little insight. Look at that. There's a plaque right here that says limited edition. I don't know if you can see that. There's a limited edition plaque. Sits in that beautiful leather enclosing. Nice little strip right here with all the information on the back. Thought that was pretty cool. Very, very detailed in its presentation. I thought that was pretty cool. But let's look at the bottle, y'all. Now, like I said, you see that. That's a nice leather pouch, case, whatever you want to call it, for the fragrance. But lay your eyes on this gorgeous thing right here. Look how beautiful that bottle is. That is gorgeous, y'all. Everything about this bottle, from this dark brown going into this beautiful golden amber, all the way through the front, all the way through the whole bottle. The gold top with this, I'm not even sure what that design on the top is. Pure luxury. Navitus right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. I'm a sucker for presentation. I love when a bottle looks good. when you have a display, you want to be able to enjoy when you walk upstairs or downstairs in your office or in your closet, and you just see these beautiful bottles staring back at you. That's what I love about the fragrance. But let's get into the juice. All right, so like I said, this fragrance was created in collaboration with Scent Explorer, with Steven Redolessence and Max Forte. The perfumer behind this fragrance is Christian Carbonell, a master perfumer, renowned perfumer. He's done, I'll give you a list. I'll show you a list of other fragrances he's done. When we're talking about this particular fragrance right here, I was stunned when I first smelled this. Walking through Scent Explorer, smelling countless fragrances here and there, here and there. And there are some fragrances that wowed me, some fragrances that took my breath away. But this one here stopped me in my tracks. And beyond surprised, I was taken to another stratosphere when it came to the opening of this fragrance. Now, once again, I'm going to give you my interpretation of what this fragrance smells like to me. I'm not going to give you a whole note breakdown of everything in the pyramid. No, that's not how I roll. What I'm going to do is let you know what I smell. And hopefully you will have a similar experience. While I'm talking about it, let's get a fresh spray of this bad boy on me so I can also show you what the spray looks like. Controlled trigger, and look at the juice. Oil concentration is off the charts. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so the opening, you're going to get this beautiful orange note. You're going to get, it's almost like the orange is like almost a hand length away. It's not like right in your face. You can smell the orange. It doesn't even have the peel on it. Someone was squeezing the orange and you just got that blast of that citrus spray coming through the air. That's what it smells like in the opening. Combined with a beautiful, slightly boozy single malt whiskey. Now, I'm not saying slightly boozy where you're not going to smell it. I mean, in the opening, you're going to get the orange first. That citrus, beautiful, sweet orange note with a hint of this single malt whiskey, like someone just took the cork off the bottle of the single malt and you're just kind of smelling the whiskey before you pour just maybe a shot in your glass. That is stunning. That is gorgeous. As the fragrance starts to open up, spread its wings, you're going to get another blast of lemon. Now, this isn't as strong as the single malt or the citrus. The citrus is probably the opening. That's definitely the more prominent note, that orange note. Now, this isn't just your typical orange. This is a Brazilian orange. So this is definitely more tropical, more zesty, and I would dare to say this has a slight sweetness to the orange in this case, combined with the whiskey note. Now, the lemon note almost smells like lemon pepper or lemongrass. That's how it smells to me when I smell this. And those three notes come off probably one after another, maybe a good 2-minute time frame in between each note. The whiskey note starts to come alive maybe about a good 20 minutes to a half hour. Now you get this whiskey barrel, whiskey note, slightly woody tones combined with citrus, booziness, slightly sweet, and a woody tone. When I tell you, that was what I smelled at Sin Explore when I first sprayed it. I'm like, Steve, let me smell this. He was like, yeah, this is a fragrance that I created for Sin Explorer. I'm like, all right, let me see what this smells like. You took my face went from yo to yo. I'm like, how am I gonna pay for this? Cause this thing wasn't cheap. Not gonna lie, it wasn't cheap. He started explaining, hey Rome, this is only a 500 bottle limited edition, and this is such a stunning fragrance. Now, as I'm walking around with this fragrance, you know, I didn't really want to talk to Steve at that moment because I wanted to kind of get the fragrance on my hand a little bit. I came back, I walked around a couple of minutes, not even 10 minutes. I walked around a couple minutes and I'm starting to smell this tobacco note. I ran back to him. I said, yo, does this have like chocolate and tobacco in it? He was like, of course, Steven's laughing at me like, yeah, it absolutely has tobacco. I'm like, this is like a Cuban cigar. Now, I'm promising you guys, I do not know the notes at this point. So Steve's like, let me explain the fragrance to you. So he told me about it. Let me smell the raw material. I look at my face. This is a tobacco that smells like it was dipped in chocolate. Are y'all understanding what I mean? How, when I said in the beginning, this has created a new category for fragrance. Hold on. I'm getting there. I'm gonna show you what I mean. We're turning now from citrus, boozy, woody, to now, this is mature. This is elegant. This is the man in the suit having the single malt cocktail or just single malt straight with a nice ice cube, smoking a cigar, listening to his favorite genre of music. That's me. I mean, that's who I am. I don't know about you, but that's who I am. But it doesn't stop there. We're about 2.5, 3 hours into this fragrance. You know, I'm wearing this fragrance, and now I'm gonna skip because I told you about the Sin Explorer experience. You know, at that point it was a wrap. I got the fragrance. I'm like, Steve, how much? Here's the money. Let me get the fragrance. I wore this fragrance on my birthday. Now, at this point, I've had a couple of try-ons, you know, sample there, sample here, spraying it just to see how I like it. But I wore it on my birthday, and the occasion met with this fragrance perfectly. I went to a jazz lounge, right? I'm out enjoying myself. It's a vibe. I start to smell something different at this point. Before, I had the chocolate, the tobacco, the booziness, the citrus notes, and the woody tones. This particular time, I got the booziness from the single malt whiskey from the jump. Straight off the beginning, sprayed it, booziness. I am in heaven because now it smells like a chocolate boozy fragrance. But also at this point, I'm starting to get this kind of Chypre vibe. There's a beautiful Bulgarian lavender mixed with clay sage, and there's a ambergris that complements the lavender. And now I'm like, man, I'm getting it like this modern barbershop type vibe with this. This is astounding. I am over the moon at this point. I'm feeling myself because I'm like, man, I've never smelled anything like this. How has these guys combined 3 of my favorite genre fragrances into one? We got the booziness That's a whole fragrance in itself. We got the Cuban cigar chocolate tobacco fragrance. That's a whole nother fragrance in itself. And now we have this Chypre / Fougere fragrance with this beautiful lavender, ambergris, and I mean this sweet oceanic vibe with the sea salt, with the ambergris, and a pinch of sweetness combined with a beautiful clean lavender. Oh, my mans in them, my guys, gentlemen, they have created a new fragrance. This is the future of Fougere fragrances. The days are long past when we want to smell like a clean, fresh-shaved uncle, or trying to reminisce of back in the day masterpiece fragrances. No, this one right here, y'all. This fragrance. This is the new deal. If you want a Fougere fragrance that is exploring tobacco, is exploring and venturing into the boozy distillery, just gorgeous, almost realistic whiskey note. The combination of all three are flawless. If I haven't convinced you yet, the dry down will knock you off your feet. We're talking about a beautiful creamy vanilla combined with a warm, sensual, seductive honey, accompanied with one of the most gorgeous smell combinations of suede meets leather. I told you guys, y'all get it now. You get it when I tell you this is, once again, in its own category. This is a new type of fragrance. That warmness of this beautiful, sweet, mouth-watering honey just hugs you. And I think the vanilla is what will bring a little bit more of that seductive vibe. I think the vanilla will also invite the females into your comfort zone, because now it's just not a man's fragrance, a gentleman's fragrance. That honey and that vanilla will definitely bring the women closer to you and want to smell you and just be all over you, because now it becomes sensual, seductive, and romantic. It's a one of a kind. This is a perfect fragrance. Hats off to Steven, hats off to Max and Christian. You guys did a fantastic job. And the creator of the brand, hats off to you too, because I don't know how or if you reached out to these guys, but getting those three guys together to create such a gorgeous fragrance, I'm happy I got a bottle. But I do have to ask you guys, keep this in the line. Keep this fragrance in the line, because you will be doing a disservice to yourself and the fragrance community if this fragrance is being missed out by the masses. I'm telling you, you guys have done something new. You have done something that has not been done before. And I know that you've created a new category of a fragrance. If you haven't, guys, get your nose on this one. There's only 500 bottles left. I can't, tell them what to do with the fragrances. I'm not even sure if the ingredients were, or, it's a limited amount of resources that can make this fragrance. But I know there are still bottles left. There might be 100, there might be 50, there might be 250. The only way you're gonna know is if you go check it out. I'm telling you, the places I would wear this fragrance, guys, absolutely a lounge. You're going out with your female friend, you want to go out, sit down, listen to some beautiful music, have some food, have some drinks, this is the fragrance to wear. You're hanging out with your guys, maybe playing a game of spades or poker, maybe shooting some pool, listening to some music in the background. This is a perfect guys out fragrance, and I would absolutely be confident wearing this fragrance with a suit going somewhere special. Not to mention this thing lasts 10 hours plus easily. Get your nose on the fragrance, guys. You can thank me later. Alright, that's all I can say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Y'all are my peoples, y'all my smell good guys. Once again, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for allowing me to speak with you guys. Without him, I could not do this. I wouldn't have the strength to do it. It gives me the strength to come out and do something that I'm passionate about. And all glory goes to my Lord and Savior. With that said, until next time, guys, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, peace.